Welcome to another episode of the Pillar Podcast. I am your host, Ian Brandon, and today we are at Lassiter Middle School. You can hear the excitement and rumbling in the background, and we'll get a chance to talk about what all that is. But first, I'm going to let my first two guests introduce themselves.
My name is Kylie Rose. I am the Vice President of BSU.
Hi, my name is Lucky, and I'm the Vice President of BSU.
Thank you for taking some time out of your afternoon and meeting to join me. So let's jump right in here. I understand that this year is the second winter cold weathery accessory drive. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. This idea, if I'm correct, came from your youth service coordinator. She identified over 100 students within the Lassiter school community that needed some assistance essentially fighting the cold elements. One of the things we talk about as far as leadership in BSU is about community service, right? So you're getting an opportunity to do that in real time. To my understanding, the Fairdale Christian Church is
yes.
one of those organizations, right? They kind of help provide a lot of the bags to you all to help distribute, right? Then I believe there is Scared to Care. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Yeah. So a lot of the items that your youth services coordinator has helped, along with Ms. Day, your BSU sponsor, a lot of these donations started coming in around Thanksgiving, correct? I think around
Yes.
Thanksgiving. And so you guys have been working on this for a little bit of time. Talk to me about the process. Like, what have you learned through this experience? Like, have there been times where you've been frustrated or aggravated, or you've had to plan things? Like, talk to us a little bit about the whole experience.
So it's been a little bit stressful because we have to get this done and package all of them, and sometimes there's gloves missing, so we have to go through them and make sure there's everything they need in there. And the whole process was really ordering the stuff and then waiting for it to come here and then bagging it and make sure all of it's right and then make sure we have the right amount of it.
So you've had to be pretty detailed.
Yes, and we had to watch what we do and make sure it's good.
Make sure it's right.
Yes.
Yeah. So did you participate in this last year?
Yes, I was in this club last year.
Okay. Do you notice any differences about your experience this year versus last year?
Last year we didn't have as much people, so it's definitely been better, and I think we got more stuff than last year. I'm not really sure, but it feels like it.
Yeah.
So it's been better than last year.
All right. So you've got a few more members than last year, yeah?
Yes.
So it sounds like you've been doing some recruiting. Yeah?
You've been doing good with it.
Yeah. So what are some of the things you guys have been doing to get more students to get involved in BSU?
Well, some of the things I've been doing is talking to my friends or just telling people about it. And also, before the club starts at the beginning of the year, we have posters everywhere.
Oh, okay.
And then, like I said, with my friends, I just talk about my experience and how it's fun and how it's very educating to us, and yeah.
To me, like, I be just telling my friends the same thing she said. Like, I be telling them how it's like cool, and then it helps you out to like think about other people and help them out that need stuff.
Yeah. So you talk about some of the things you're learning, right? Like your experience.
Yes.
Can you tell me one or two things you've learned while being a part of BSU that you don't think you would have learned if you were not in BSU?
Well, I learned about having respect for others and you're just because you have something doesn't mean everyone does, and you're not in their shoes, and everyone's different. And to make sure you can try your best to be there for them and do as much as you can. And another one is I've learned a lot about the Black culture and how much they went through in their past, and how just more about what they went through and all that.
Yeah. I love that because a lot of people, I get asked the question a lot, like, is BSU only for Black students?
I get that a lot.
You get that too, right? And it's not.
Right.
Like, a lot of BSUs in the district are multicultural.
Yes.
Just like the overall student body in the district. Like,
Yes.
all schools are multicultural, you know? So it's great. I'm glad you're getting to experience various cultures, various personalities. I think that's what makes not just the world more inclusive, but it elevates us all when we're all able to adapt and learn from one another and share experiences and create new experiences.
And I'm also going to add, you can learn from the experience, tell other people about it, and get them more educated about it because you know more.
I like that. So if let's say tomorrow, or when you come back, because we're almost on break.
Right.
When we come back from the holiday break, if your BSU sponsor, Ms. Day, said, guys, we can no longer meet as BSU, how would you feel?
To me, I feel like sad because when I'm like a part of this group, it like helps me learn like more stuff, like caring about people and helping out. Yeah.
It's also, I like going to because I can see my friends and have fun with them. So that's another reason. And also, like he said, it's very educating and it showed me a lot. So I would hate to stop and not learn as much as I could have if it would have kept going.
I think so too. It would be. I would be devastated.
Right.
Because it's a place where you can find sense of belonging. You know. I want to talk a little bit about another initiative you guys are working on, the showcase. Or have worked on the showcase. So you guys doing the showcase again this year?
We probably are. We did it last year.
Yeah.
And it was really fun.
Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about the showcase. What is the showcase and why did you guys participate?
Well, he wasn't here last time for it, but I was. And what we did was we read poems that was very strong and powerful. We did slideshows about people. We did songs, we did dances. It was very fun and a lot of stuff that was going on.
Awesome. We have another guest that joined us. Let's take a moment just to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Brianna Burnett and I'm the president of BSU.
Brianna Burnett. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Awesome. So we were just talking about the showcase. Did you participate in the showcase last year?
I sure did.
Yeah. How was it?
It went pretty good so far. I would say I got to present my showcase that I made and it went pretty good.
Awesome. What about the showcase are you looking forward to this year?
For the showcase this year, I'm looking forward to improving my skills on based on communication and getting more people to join into Black Student Union so they can learn more about what we do and how our American culture began.
I love that. We were just talking about how multicultural Black Student Union is and how you don't necessarily have to be Black or identify as African American to be a part, right? That's awesome. I love that you guys are growing as a student group, right? So I'll give you a chance to also chime in on the activity, right? We were just talking about how we can hear the ruffling in the background. Did you participate in this drive last year?
No, I did not.
No. So, okay. How has your experience been with this year?
My experience with this year's cool drive has been going good. I would say I love knowing that I can support my peers and people in Lassiter that I don't know what they could go through, and just knowing that now they will have like warm things to wear when going to school and going back to school is really good.
Yeah. I think giving back is one of the most heartfelt things you can do for someone. To see a need and help somebody supply that need, or help somebody find a resource to that need. I think this is a very, very, very good introduction into being a leader.
Yeah.
And that's what BSU is about, right? We focus on training for leadership.
Right.
So you're getting to see it hands-on. Talk to us a little bit about how you've been able to apply some of the things you've learned in BSU, whatever skill set or knowledge that may have been. How have you been able to apply it to things outside of BSU?
I would say just like our relationship with each other, knowing building skills on that normally wouldn't be happening in a regular classroom. I feel like the social environment that we have together as a club like this, I feel like is really skill building, as far as de-stressing after a day of work, or just writing down your feelings and how you thought about this or that, like a TED talk, writing about what you thought or how do you feel about this and how it connects to you.
So it's funny. What I'm hearing is community.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And that can be defined in a lot of different ways. But we administrators in the district, we associate that to sense of belonging. Right. Describe to me the sense of belonging you have being a part of BSU.
So I would say just basically getting to be a leader in this Black Student Union is really helping me develop more leadership skills, how to really partner with my group around me, and just helping them around and develop what they need to do, how they can help as together. It's not just me being a leader, they can also be leaders even if they don't have that role.
Like she said, it's really learning, and you do have a big leadership because even the school is about this. This is very, I'm doing this, I'm helping people. It's very, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it makes me happy knowing I can help people that are in need, and shows me that I can be a good person. That's who I want to be.
Yeah. And I think you said it earlier, it's about showing a different version of what cool can be, right? It's not just always being the funny person or the athlete, or what we kind of typically think cool is, right? That was a great point you made, and I love how you're using that in your recruitment to draw people in,
Yeah, I would say just today, someone asked me, do you have to be Black to join BSU? I said, no, it's just, you don't have to be Black just to join Black Student Union. It's for everyone. It's not just Black history, it's American history. And I'm just trying to explain to them that, and they just think that it's all about being Black and thinking this isn't for me, I shouldn't join it. But no, it's all American history in the end.
Yeah. So talk to me for maybe a couple minutes about your BSU sponsor. How would you describe Miss Day?
Miss Day amazing. She connects with me really well. I love how she is just like uplifting, even though in like times where she's like stressed after a really long day of dealing with students, she's amazing. No, nothing than less, just amazing, and always just bringing a smile to my face.
She is a very joyful person, and like Brianna said, even after a long day, she deals with us, and even if she's stressed out, she's there for us and making sure we're learning what we need to learn and the purpose of being in BSU. And she's very caring, and as you can see with the winter drive, she cares a lot for other people.
Yeah. And I think as you're exercising leadership, right, you're also seeing what a good leader does.
Yes.
You know, even through those trying times or frustrating times, you're stressed, you had a long day. Mm-hmm. As a leader, you still have an obligation to be there for people, support people, reach a hand back and bring someone up, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I brought a gift for you guys because we're on the topic of leadership.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to give one of these to everyone. And
thank you.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
So, one person just read, well, first say what it is and then read the title of it.
Leadership Principles for Teens.
Empowering students to be future ready.
So do you think this kind of supports what you're doing in BSU, what you're learning, the objective,
yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. So it's a pretty neat book. It's more of a workbook, so you get a chance to not just learn about different principles or strategies that will help you, like you said, get through stress, help you to lead others, help you to be a better individual. But it's a workbook, so you can kind of journal in it and take notes and things too. So when I come back after the break, I would love, hopefully you guys have had a chance to read a few pages.
Yes.
And when I come back, we can talk about what you think about the book.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Awesome. Do you have any final words?
Join BSU, it's very fun.
I was thinking to say.
Support the Black City Indians anywhere.
Awesome. All right, do you think Ms. Day wants to say anything?
She probably will.
She wants to. Come on, Ms. Day, get over and give us a couple words. So, we were just, essentially, a quick synopsis, we were talking about what BSU means to these young leaders, some of the things that they are learning in BSU that they may not have learned or got to experience in the classroom. Mm-hmm. We've talked about the second annual Winter Cold Weather Accessory Drive.
Yes.
And a little bit about the showcase. And they've had wonderful things to say about you, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to maybe highlight some of the things that the students are doing and kind of how you see BSU, where it's going. I know you guys are growing a little bit. Mm-hmm. They talked about the recruitment and how they're telling a friend and kind of making leadership and community the new cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a pleasure to work with the students outside of the classroom and see them blossom and see them grow in areas that you don't typically see within the classroom. You know, in the classroom it's all content-based, but to see them grow and see them be able to lead and succeed, it's amazing. And to see students that may not be your typical leader be able to flourish in an environment where they're nurtured is great.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the genesis of this was kind of maybe a collaborative thought with the youth services coordinator.
It is, yes.
Okay.
So what happened is we were looking for a community service project, and we didn't know which way to go. We just know we wanted to impact our immediate community, and so we started talking to our YSC and seeing how we could impact our immediate community around us, our students. And so we paired with the Fairdale Christian Church, and they actually give gift bags to the students here. And so we wanted to see how we could help benefit that. And so we started collecting hats, gloves, and scarves. And it's amazing to see, when the hats, gloves, and scarves come in. I have kids in my classroom. Miss Day, can I have a hat? Can I have some gloves? You need to wait. That's not for you right now.
That's
so
awesome.
To see the need and to see that kids actually get excited about being warm is it's nice, and being able to help kids.
As I was saying, it's a beautiful thing to one recognize your privilege. And that may not necessarily be of race or ethnicity, but it's I have a coat and my friend does
not.
You know, to see that and then to want to help, I think that is a beautiful thing. And not only just help, but you're doing it in a way to where you're impacting literally your neighbor.
Yes.
And we're talking about cultivating leadership, and that's essentially what a leader does, right? You're finding ways to impact your community.
Yeah. You see a need and you figure out how to address it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So, do you have any encouraging words as we close out? So, as you see, I have gifted BSU this workbook. So my goal is to get this into as many young leaders' hands this year as I can.
Okay, thank you.
I brought this, and we already heard it's Leadership Principles for Teens, Empowering Students to be Future Ready.
Okay.
It's by Dr. Haley. I love it because it gives tangible things you can do immediately, right? To cultivate that leadership skill. And so I told him, I said, I'm going to come back after the break, and hopefully you guys have had a chance to talk about it, read a few pages, and we'd love to get your thoughts. But again, just any final thoughts as we kind of wrapping up the session here?
I don't really have a lot of final thoughts. I'm just, pleased to work with the students and to be able to pour into them and to watch them grow.
And I will say I am so thankful for you as a BSU sponsor. It's above and beyond. And I know you all are full of tasks and responsibilities throughout the day, and to give it another hour or two at the end of a long day, I can just tell from this conversation how appreciative the students are of that, and seeing a true example of what they're trying to become. So
yes,
thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the next episode of the Pillar Podcast, Student Edition.